Well, first off, endurance run is longer races. It's kind of they can range anywhere from last year I was doing out races of like 1.5 hours, and the top of that is your likes of Le Mans, where it's like full days, 24 hours, 6, 8, 12, stuff like that, and it's a team-based kind of game. So in the club I have a teammate, I don't know if anyone here has heard of him, his name's Bobby Trundley, and he races for Team Brett, and this year he's my teammate. It's a big team-based game, so you're not only out there racing for yourself, you've also got to keep in mind you've got a teammate to keep in check, and you've got to keep the car nice and healthy for them to get in it. And yeah, that's an insight into endurance racing.
Yeah, there's a lot to think about. It's a completely different discipline, isn't it, endurance racing? So what other things do you have to consider then? You've mentioned, obviously, you have a teammate, but what other things throughout the race? Because like you said, it's a lot longer time frame that you're out on track. So physically and mentally, what do you have to think about in endurance racing?
Well, you've got to kind of set yourself a limit. So like for instance, I started off in the JCC and it was sprint races. You could kind of start the race, go all out and the car would be fine, but they were like 15-minute races. You don't have that same kind of luxury where you can just keep banging the fastest that you can go, because you've got to worry about the car being able to stay up to scratch in those maybe two sometimes 3 hour races that you do, and the cars degrade quite quickly throughout that, such as brakes, tyre health, engine health. You've got to make sure that all that's kind of properly regulated when you come back in the pit lane.
Yeah, there's a lot to consider, isn't there? Now, something I was going to speak to you about, because I'm aware that you won an Autism Hero Award, having been diagnosed with autism yourself, but you actually do a lot of work now to promote other people with autism getting into motorsport. So tell us a bit more about your award and what you're doing now to encourage other people into it.
Well, I was nominated for it when I was 11, and since then I've kind of geared myself towards that kind of attitude of anyone can do it provided they put the work in. You know, I know plenty of people who are absolutely incredible in the things that they do. I have a few of them, which I don't see them, but super good bikers for autism. They're another group that stand well within the rights of doing a lot for people with autism, and it's about reinforcing that attitude that no matter kind of who you are, what's holding you back, in essence, you can do it regardless. Such as me, when I was diagnosed with Asperger's when I was 3, I don't remember it, but my parents remember it very well. They just essentially rhymed off everything that I wouldn't be able to do. It's all about kind of shattering those boundaries, that kind of thing. And racing with autism, based in Canada, Racing with Autism UK, which I'm representative of, we work very strongly towards kind of promoting that attitude that, yeah, no matter who you are, you can still do it, provided you put the work in. Because everything takes work, but provided you're willing to do it, you'll get there.
Yeah, I think that's truly brilliant, Sandro. How do you find the motorsport world? Do you find it supportive of people with autism or other features like that?
Well, the thing is with the racing world is that, I know it sounds corny, but whenever someone puts a helmet on, you don't really know. You don't really know who's under it. It can be anyone, and that's the thing that's kind of, it puts everyone in that same kind of playing field, that no one's being judged, sort of thing, based on things like autism and other disabilities, and that's a good thing about it. The fact that so long as you've got the skill on the track, you do the talking on the track, and that's the main thing about it.
Yeah, I love that. It's almost like you're putting a power suit on, put your helmet on, everyone's on the same playing field. So do you have a most memorable moment then for you, Sandro, in your racing career so far? What would you say has been the highlight of your racing career so far? Bearing in mind, this lad isn't got a road driving licence yet. How old are you, Sandro?
I'm 17. I actually just passed my driver's test a month ago.
Okay, yeah, so my information's a little out of date, but congratulations on your drive. But just passing your driving test, you've achieved a lot so far, so what would be a highlight of yours?
The highlight of my motorsport career, I would have to say, literally the last race that I did, it's the first time that I've won a trophy in a car championship so far. That sounds pathetic, but it's a lot of work for me and my family, because we we race in a championship where some of the other drivers will turn up in like massive racing trucks and like 20, 30, 40, 50 grand's worth of kit, and we run our race car off our drive, you know, with a big dream, a big sometimes similar Neil or other people, silly dream to get to Le Mans. But it marked a kind of turning point for me where I realised, I can actually go out there and you know, go toe to toe with these massive teams, and that's the kind of attitude it promotes. And that's what I like about it. That's what I like about racing. The fact that you've got the talent, you can do it. But yeah, that was probably the most memorable part of my racing career so far. It was a P2, and it was wandering out there. But yeah, I was really proud of myself after that.
So you should be very well deserved.